Like I always tell people who are so sympathetic towards Canon Takano, to be precise, who does not understand that in every philosophy, as in let me put it that way, a prophet is not recognized where he come from. Because you see what I am preaching right now, my family will not know the value of it. My own immediate family, they will never know the value of it. They will only be there, maybe, that if eventually good thing come out of it, they celebrate. If bad thing comes out of it, we will tell you, I told you, Okongwaga, I warned you that this thing you are doing is going to put you in trouble. That is the way they will put it. And that is the way it is. So now some people who are going to now be coming closer to me because now I am in the realm light. Or now I am being now, what I am doing today is paying off. We are getting Biafra thanks to my effort. That's the only time they will now start, some of them will start coming closer to use my influence to extort money from people. I am not saying that it is my family member. I'm giving you an example. Now to use my influence to get into places where they cannot get into before. By doing so, they will not even know when they get carried away. The enemy will manipulate them. The enemy will use them. The enemy will now, by the time they realize, they will say, wow, it is already too late. Because of their ignorance, they continue. Because the enemy already created a peace they have against them. And they tell them, if you go back to it, you will be finished. Just like they did to Nelly. Well, since. This is how they do. Now, you will be telling me that such a person, is pure. Canon Takano turned against the leadership administrative structure of this struggle that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife, who goes to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, never turned against. Canon Takano disrespected the administrative structure, just like his fellow agent provocateur or his engineered agent provocateur are doing. Is that not enough evidence to ask this guy questions? They never want to do account to Biafrans who are donating those money for them to know what their money is being used for. They want to tell us that we are fighting for Biafra where there will be no accountability. That is exactly what he wants to preach to us. That the finance woman is called to do account. It becomes a problem for them. Why? It is only those who are guilty that are so scared of giving account. That is this as a result of Nigeria, influence towards so many of you. They are afraid of being accountable. Or giving account to what they handle, because they know that they are compromised. They know that, they know that there is no way you will, do a sacrifice with animal or kill a ram or cow that vulture will not arrive there. They will always arrive uninvited. That is the reason why they don't want to do account for Biafra. You believe that you don't do account to Biafra people, and you believe that they will still have that mind to continue to put money through. We demand accountability because Nigeria is not accountable for anything. And that is the part of the reason why we say that this multicultural society will not work for us. Because Kande more. This is me. Who be this Omuibo? Why I go account for? Who be this Fulani? Why I go account for? Who be this Ofemanu guy? Why I go account for? Now this so you go to hear them. As a result of Nigeria, all of them, that mentality. So many of you believe that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, that he was educating his siblings. Canon Takano does not know anything about the teaching of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So don't be sympathetic to that guy. Because you might be thinking that he has the same ideology with his brother. It is not true. Even twins have different ideologies. Twins, they always have different ideologies. He is actually trying to tap or make use of or take advantage of what the brother has achieved or the influence of his brother. You want to actually, take advantage of it by using it to, dupe the state of mind of Biafrans. They are duping your state of mind. That is the reason why you will understand that there are some things you will do against. Okay, when you actually take money from a minor, you take money from them, and of which this money they are stealing it. They are stealing the money. You are now the one taking it from them or keeping it. When it gets to the court of law, you are automatically the one sending them to go and steal because you are actually taking advantage. I have 30 minutes to go. You are the one taking advantage of the state of mind of this person. They are going and stealing and giving you. Instead of you telling them no, because you know better, you are taking advantage, exploiting their state of mind. That is what Nana is doing. Canon Takano is doing with those Biafra sympathizers that are following him. And some of these IPOB members that are following him, including the people in the Liverpool. Investigation is still ongoing. The leadership need to seriously look into what is going on in Liverpool. Because we have so many chameleons there. So, in this regard, this is exactly what our people does not know, that my ideology is not my brother's ideology or my mom's ideology or my, the only person my ideology affects directly, it is my wife. My wife and my children. Those are the only person your ideology affects directly. You know why? If your ideology is dangerous, when it affects you, your wife bear the pain. If your ideology is dangerous, if there is an attack on you, you might be with your wife and children. They bear the pain. They are directly connected to your ideology, your family, not your siblings, not your brothers and sisters. This is a fact. Because now, your ideology, your wife is the only person who will understand it, who will want to nurture it with you. If they cannot, they just Live your life. That's how it is. Do you know? Let me give you a typical example. Do you know an adage that say a woman does not have any religious denomination until they get married? Do you know the meaning of that? A woman does not have any religious denomination, or they do not have any religion they are affiliated to until they get married. It is like an adage. Because she's a woman. She can marry a Muslim today, they turn to become Muslim. A KTBC, they will start covering their head. You know, the reason why Muslim will never allow their women to marry non-Muslim is because they are women. It is the right of a man to convert a woman to their own religious affiliation. In an African perspective or in religious perspective. Now, it is the right of a man to give their religious belief to their wife. That is the reason why, you know, it is a woman that is directly affected, you know, by your philosophy or ideology. It is your wife and your children. So, the reason why Kanonta is where he is today, around IPOB, it is for his own selfish benefit. When you talk about today, spouse of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are, when I talk about the spouse, wife, and children, they are the people who are actually directly affected. Directly, will always be directly affected. So don't be sympathetic towards somebody because they are a friend to Jesus or they are a brother to Jesus that you know without knowing whether they share the same ideology with Jesus. Because ideology is when you bring it, you find people who will decide, you know, make, you know, advise you to the negative path. You will find people who will support you. You find investors into your, you know, initiatives. You find people who will compete with your initiatives. You'll find people who will want to actually, you know, destroy this, your ideology. These are the elements you find within an ideology. And the only person that is connected to it is the wife and children. Because all them mad angel, you come back to them. Whenever, whether it is good or bad, you come back to them. Whatever as no metu or metuanya, that's where the adage comes in. Who is suffering loneliness in the absence of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Is Kanonta Kanu not with his wife or with his girlfriend? Is Emmanuel Kanu not with his wife? Is the end time prophet or prophet not with his wife that is singing Okorobia Dema for him 24 hours a day? Are they feeling lonely? The answer is no. Who is feeling lonely? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife. And the children. They miss their father. Not knowing that he is in the lion's den. So who is more connected to the struggle? That is the reason why they started throwing fire at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife. The agent provocateur. That is the reason why they started telling you Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's wife is infidel, is, you know, she practiced infidelity. It wasn't the one illiterate was first the person who said it. Second thing is the Berima in Finland, the agent provocateur. Because they want to make sure that they sideline her. Because they know that Nelly has something to nail them. But that is the reason why they had a piece to sideline Nelly. You see how shocked the criminal agent provocateur were when our leader's wife came online, announced coming to Radio Biafra. They were so shocked because they believe that, fighting dirty or bringing propaganda to blackmail her will stop her. Just like they bring propaganda to blackmail Barrister Ejiofor so that to see if he will, run away. Because they know that if Barrister Ejiofor run away, our leader will stay there more. Because Ejimako is guy man. Ejimako, guy man. To strike a deal with Ejimako, 2 seconds. That is the reason why he is with them. He went to Umuahia to get 500,000. Did anybody adhere to it? No. Is there anything it has done? Did it do anything towards the release of our leader? The answer is no. Don't you think it could be the same syndicate? He could be part of the same syndicate. They will use him and give him victory to see if he will remove the people who are actually committed to release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because what they are trying to do is to remove Ejiofor and everything connected to Ejiofor to make Ejimako the lead counsel. That is the reason why you saw one idiot calling Ejimako the lead counsel. Don't you use your brain? Or don't you have one? That's why our leaders' wife talked about frontal lobes. Do you activate yours, or you don't know how to find it? It is very simple. Once it is presented to you, you analyze it. That's what makes you a human being. Because the enemy is doing all they can to push us back, to continue to hold our leader. Why the criminal in Finland is giving you days? Because he knows it is days to election. You believe that freedom is just given with dates. We are watching the miracle that he is trying to perform for you. Because I told you it is days that he knows Biafra that will come. That is the time they told him they will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is his Biafra that is going to come. Because he knows once they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will run away. Or he will continue to constitute nuisance. He might not run away. He will try his best to see if he will continue what he's doing. Because that guy is like a kicker. Ant. If he bites you, even if you kill it, the head will continue to bite you. Even if you pull it out, the head will still be there. That's what he is. Because he will try his luck on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why he told you that the same God anointed Saul, anointed David. That Biafra is not for one family. That is the reason why he's telling you all that. And you saw the last exposition I did where he said that if they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will come quick. Because he's autopilot. They are not those who will boycott the election and they tell them Mnk'S. Telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling you Mnk'S. That's exactly what he was actually explaining to you that in that video. And Udene is busy doing their bidding. They were shocked that our first lady came online and decimated them without, shooting any gun. Decimated them with the truth, just like the husband will say. And they were shocked. That's why he came and he wear Konkosa 1904 suit that I don't know where he picked it up. He wear it just because it's shiny, oversized. His father dashed me. His father dashed him suit, coat. He wear shine coat to come and give you his bogus state of a nation. Because he's shocking me. Also, he shocked him very well to his bone marrow. He is just recovering. So, all I am saying is that all this blackmail that Udene is blackmailing IPOB, I can assure you it will not stop IPOB if it comes to the point that we all have to pick a gun and defend our motherland. You know, it will not stop us. But we don't want it to get to that point. That is the reason why we are doing what we are doing, trying to exonerate ourselves, trying to make sure that we are, we clear our name. Because whenever we have to engage in such area, of course, the whole world will know. The whole world will know. Because we will report it to them. We will inform them that we are now picking arms to defend our land, come what may, regardless of who is involved. That is called a popular uprising. We can do it if they push us. We don't want it to get to that level because we want to get this Biafra with peace. We want to, get Biafra with peace. But if they insist that they don't know peace, we will tell them that don't one holds, there is nobody that is will say that they have upper hand in violence. No one has upper hands in violence. Everyone can be violent. It depends on when you push them and how far you have pushed them. They can have access to violent or violent tools. So that is exactly what we are doing this evening, because we don't want it to be like, we are cowards. We are not cowards. But there is an adage that says whatever you are asked to do, you do it. For now. Because you don't know when Jesus Christ will do his miracle. According to the story of Jesus Christ and his 12-year-old miracle he performed. So our people need to actually catch a wake up and stop being fooled emotionally, because they are using your emotions. They are fooling you. You sell out. By the time you realize you sold out, you won't have anywhere to come back. You stay there. They have done everything to actually make you a fool. They did it. But we will win regardless of what they think, regardless of what they are doing. We are going to win. We are going to emerge victoriously, because we have, we are actually in the right track. Like I said to you, Facebook is restricting us from preaching the gospel for freedom, and because they know that we are going to come out to debunk the lies of the enemies. We are going to come out to debunk the blackmails of those who are bribing everything